sanctioned by the U.S. government. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. May God be with you all.
You all know that I cannot do a big-ass series and not rank everything. So buckle up, get ready for the unwanted ranking of the Purge. This will also include both seasons from the series. Coming in at number 7 and the easiest to fucking place is the first Purge. It's an unnecessary prequel. We know the Purge is corrupt. We know the political party, the NFFA, is corrupt. We didn't need that. We didn't need to see that it was an experiment. Obviously, it's kind of hinted it's going to be a frickin' experiment. Who cares? So, it was just unnecessary. Not much else. So, at number 6, the choice was also easy to place in this, and it's just the season 1 of the series. It drags out, and towards the end, it's just so poorly written. Like, you bring all the characters together as the target of one psycho, and again, as I mentioned in my deep dive rambling, if these people truly fuck this guy over, yeah, bring them all together so he can just murder them all or make them beg for their lives and toy with them, opposed to mildly inconveniencing him. Like, one girl just didn't say thank you to him for holding the door open, and that just fucked up his whole life. Like, honestly, as the saying goes, don't let one mild inconvenience ruin your whole day. Obviously, it ruined his whole day, and who knows how long it ruined his life for. Oh no. Number 5, we have election year, and I feel this movie had the potential, especially with the rule change that government officials aren't immune, that you can hunt them. They were fair game, but the entire movie focused way too much on the political aspect and trying to stop the Purge, and no, we should continue it because it's our right. Oh, I hate that saying. But yeah. I know these movies are all political satire in one way or another, but this one seemed to forget the fucking satire part. And, you know, we honestly, what would have been better, instead of watching these government officials running and hiding and trying just to survive, we should have just seen them out in the street purging and surviving like the rest of them. And if you get killed, you get killed. If you kill somebody, you fucking kill somebody. At number 4, I chose season 2 of the series, and this season 2, it did give me what I wanted. It did give me that night after Purge, and how it transpires, and how it really, like, fucks people up. Like, we have one character who is almost murdered, and then he just starts murdering people outside of the Purge. So, we really see how the Purge fucks with people. We see just the year build up. Now, unfortunately, like season 1, it just dragged out way too long. That being said, I felt if they shortened each season to 8 to 10 episodes, 10 again being pushing it, like really pushing it, opposed to 12, I feel this show would have been much better received. It would have just been so much better. Now, time for the top 3. Coming in at number 3 is definitely the Forever Purge. It was a ride. It's a fun watch. It's still stupidly political like all of them, but with a lot of more of the radical right-wing views with racism, neo-Nazis, and such. Which can be, in today's world, it is a terrifying thing because these things very much exist. So it works. It's a great for a modern horror movie. Coming in at number 2 would be the movie that started it all, the original Purge. Now, just as a disclaimer, pretty much every series I watch, it is very, very rare that the original movie will rank at number 1 for me. So, this movie had a wicked concept. It takes place in one house. It creates that claustrophobic feeling like no escape, like trapped. And I do like feeling like that in a movie. Like, these people are literally trapped in the movie, but you're feeling that too. And it's a lot of fun, and it's just a strong love that I have for that in slashers and survival horror, any horror really. And the characters, they weren't super one-dimensional. For the brief intros we got to them, it was enough to give us kind of a more rounded character. And a little bit of character arcs, a little bit, but not much. And the story in itself, it's just fantastic. But coming in at number 1 is definitely The Purge Anarchy. The sequel brought the Purge to the outside. And weirdly, with our main group being stuck outside on Purge night, it still creates a sense of dread and nowhere is safe. So still you're out in this big open space, but you're so closed off, so it still creates that claustrophobic feeling. And you also get to see the absolute chaos that is the Purge. You kind of get glimpses of it in the first movie, when they're watching TV and all that, but no, you're out in the middle of it. We see the divide for the first time. And again, we kind of saw it in the first one, but we see that divide where the upper class benefits from the Purge. They have their safety systems. They're bougie-ass ones at that. They have money to just bring willing victims to their house that they can just kill so they can participate. Where with the lower and middle class, we see them boarding up their houses. We see them sitting on their roofs with guns, just protecting what's theirs and just trying to survive. Which could be kind of a metaphor for, every other day of them just trying to survive. Aha! But yes, overall, definitely my favorite in the series. So with that being said, this wraps up my thoughts, my opinion that you didn't ask for on this series. Now, overall, probably wouldn't sit in marathon again willingly. There's just no way. The first 2 and the last one are great, but in between it's just very drab, very repetitive. So, that being said, don't forget to check out my Instagram and TikTok. The links are down in the bio. And for more horror fun and content, stay tuned because I have lots more coming your way soon. Stay tuned. It's official. I have wrapped up all recording for the Purge series. If you want to check out more content, well, there's a link in my bio for longer stories. Now, I go into the next series. Hopefully I'm not dead by dawn before I can post it, though.